Genesis chapter 41, verse number 51. Here begins the reading of the word of God. Joseph named his firstborn Manasseh and said, "It is because God has made me forget all my trouble and all my father's household." Look at your neighbor, give them my sermon title. Say, "I'm living in my Manasseh season." Come on, tell him, "I'm living in my Manasseh season." You may be seated in the presence of God. Every one of us have something. Somebody say something. Every one of us have something in our past that we wish we can forget. A betrayal, a disappointment, a heartbreak, a divorce. Anybody out there? Every one of us have something. Somebody holler something. Everybody has something in our past that we wish we can forget. A betrayal by a friend, a disappointment, a heartbreak, a divorce, a moment where life cuts us deep. We carry the memories, that the church say memories. We carry the memories like scars that time alone cannot erase. But the story of Joseph, somebody say Joseph. But the story of Joseph reminds us that God has a way of healing us so deeply that the pain loses its power on us. Joseph's life, somebody holler Joseph. Joseph's life was marked by trauma. Somebody say trauma. Y'all know I love to talk to y'all. Joseph's life was marked by trauma. Somebody say trauma. And betrayal. His own brother sold him into slavery. He was falsely accused. He was thrown into prison for something he didn't do. And yet when God raised him up to become second in command over all Egypt, Joseph didn't name his son after his success. He named him after his healing. Did y'all catch that? Joseph didn't name his son after his success, but rather he named him after his healing. He said, "I will call my first son Manasseh." Look at you and say, "I'm in the season of Manasseh." Come on, say, I'm in the season of Manasseh. He said, "I call my firstborn Manasseh." Manasseh, because God has made me forget. Let the church say forget. God has made me forget all of my trouble and all my father's house. This wasn't Joseph saying I didn't remember anymore. He was saying that the memory no longer hurts me. My God. He's not ignoring the fact that he's been through something, that he's experienced something. But what Joseph is saying, that what the enemy meant for evil, God turned it around for my good. And I thought I would come on this Sunday to remind somebody that while the memory of your past still linger, the memory no longer has to hurt you. It's about to help you. Oh, look at you and say, whatever you've been through, it is not going to hurt you. It's going to help you. Come on, look at you and say, whatever you've been through, you've been betrayed, you've been lied on, you've been through a divorce, you had to file bankruptcy. Hello, somebody. But whatever you've been through, it is not going to hurt you. It's going to help you. What used to break you is about to bless you. What used to define you is no longer going to confine you. Hello, somebody. I said whatever has been defining you is no longer going to confine you. Now, if you follow me on social media, you know I've had some things in my life. I've had some trauma in my life. At the age of 12, I was raped in my village. My mom died at an early age. Have no clue who my daddy is. Came to this country with $32 in my pocket. Got married, and after 4 years the brother decided he didn't want to be married to a preacher anymore. Filed for divorce. I was preaching at New Psalmist in Baltimore, Maryland. We were living in Columbus, Ohio. By the time I got back to Columbus, Ohio, all my stuff was out on the lawn. The brother had changed the lock. He had snatched the tires. He had broke the windshield in the car, and everything was out on the lawn and nothing much. He either destroyed the left shoes or the right shoes. He destroyed the pants or the top. But I thank God that in spite of all the stuff I've been through, I don't even look like what I've been through. Am I talking to anybody up in here? What used to, I promise you, get a pen and paper, take some notes. I'm going to come get you. What used to define me no longer confines me. Hello, sir. Come on, somebody holler. What used to define me no longer confines me. The devil cannot restrict you. He cannot block you. He cannot hold you in place. Look at your neighbor and say, I'm about to bust a move. Come on, tell him, I'm about to break out. Now, I didn't come to preach to those of you who ain't been through nothing. I didn't come to preach to those of you who haven't experienced anything. But I've come to preach to those of you who say, when I look back over my life and I think things over twice, what used to define me is no longer going to confine me. Look at your neighbor and say, give me some elbow room. I'm about to break out. I'm about to go where I've never gone before so I can do what I've never done before, so I can see what I've never seen before. I am living in my Manasseh season. God is about to let you forget everything that you've been through. Paul said, I'm forgetting those things which are behind. And somebody go ahead and lean on your neighbor. Say, I press towards the mark of the price of the high calling which is in Christ Jesus. Come on, sit down. We just getting started. The Bible introduces us to a brother who knows what it is to experience any kind of trauma in their lives. When we look at the journey that brought Joseph to this place, to this Manasseh moment, this Manasseh time, because his healing does not really make sense to us, we don't really appreciate what he's been through. In order for you to value where you are and where you're going, you got to know your history. And in the word history, there's a word story. Look at your neighbor and say, you don't understand my shout because you don't know my story. That's the wrong neighbor. Say, you don't understand my praise because you don't understand my pain. You don't understand my dance because you don't know my divorce. But if somebody know that you've been through something, then you will understand I got the testimony I got because of the trauma I've been through. And the Bible said they overcame Satan by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony. Look at your neighbor and say, I got a testimony this morning. I've been to hell and back, but I'm still here. I've been through a storm, but I'm still here. I've been through a crisis, but I'm still here. And because I'm still here, I might as well give God a still here praise. I need 5 seconds of a still here. That's where you come in right there. Just look at the fingers. Come on, 5 seconds to give him a still here praise. Joseph's story begins in Genesis chapter 37. Come on, sit down. Joseph's story begins in Genesis chapter 37. He was the beloved son of Jacob. He was the son of his old age and the son of his favorite wife, Rachel. Jacob made him a coat of many colors, a symbol of love, but also a source of jealousy. All right, look at you and say, hate on me now or hate on me later. Go ahead and hate. Come on, say, just go ahead and hate. And that's a word for Radical City. You have the favor of God, but you are going to have haters also. And my God, if they hate you and you ain't got your own building, if they hate you and you're not a mega church, come on, look at you and say, hate on me now or hate on me later. But go ahead and hate. And for every hater, God is going to give you more favor. I said, for every hater, God is going to give you more favor. He prepares a table for me in the presence of my enemy. He anoints my nappy head with oil. My cup is about to run over. Somebody say, surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. Joseph was the son of favor, and while his brothers worked in the field, Joseph dreamed dreams. Anybody got dreams in here? Joseph dreamed dreams, and I declare and decree that tonight when you go to bed, that God is going to give you an unusual dream. The Bible said that while his brothers worked in the field, Joseph dreamed dream, and God showed him a vision. Somebody holler vision. God showed him a vision. Somebody holler vision. And my goodness, the Bible said that without vision the people perish. Nothing is worse, Pastor Buster, than living in life and ain't got a vision. Aren't you glad you belong to a church that got a vision? Aren't you glad that you know the vision and the mission of the church? Look at you and say, we're going somewhere. And I don't know particularly what your vision is, but the vision of our church is VGC seeks to glorify God, to gather people so they can grow and go in victory and grace. In a nutshell, the vision is to develop victorious believers. We are not developing victims. I know your dog died and your mama didn't like you and your daddy left you, but we are not developing victims. Look at you and say, this is not a victim church. We are not having a victim spirit. You're not the only one that lost your job. You're not the only one that's been affected by the government shutdown. You're not the only one that your dog stopped barking and your cat went meow and your fish died. Look at you and said, there's no victims up in here. The mere fact that you woke up this morning and got the activity of your limb, you can say it's a victory day. Ain't got no money in my pocket, but it's a victory day. Ain't got a honey in my bed, but it's a victory day. Because when you wake up and you are 6 foot above ground, you ought to say it's a victory day. Look at your neighbor, said this shout ain't even for the car, it ain't for the crib, it ain't for the clothes, it ain't for the cash. It's cause I got breath in my body. Let everything that got breath, somebody open your mouth and give him a praise. Somebody went to bed last night and they did not wake up. 2 million people died from COVID, and you had COVID and did not die. It's a victory day. I need you to give your neighbor a high five and say, this is not the Sunday to have a pity party. It's a Sunday to have a praise party. Because I should have been dead, buried in my grave, should have lost my mind, but I'm alive. Let the redeemed of the Lord, I'm staying in the box, let the redeemed of the Lord say so. Come on, somebody holler, say so, say so. Somebody say, God, give me a vision. Oh, God, give me a vision. And vision comes in different forms. Sometimes vision comes in a dream. Somebody holler dream. Sometimes vision comes in an idea, Nikki. Sometimes God downloads an idea. Sometimes vision comes with counsel from your pastors. But life without a vision is meaningless. And I want you to catch the powerful vision, Radical City, that the Bible said without a vision the people perish. But I want to also say without the people the vision dies. Okay, y'all missed it. I said without a vision, the people perish. But without the people, the vision die. That's why God sent you to Radical or whatever church you belong to. It's not so you can just sit on the seat, but it's because you are to be instrumental in carrying the vision of the house, the vision that God has given the man and the woman of God. This is to be a radical church. This is not a religious institute. This is a radical church. You are meant to color outside the line. You are meant to break out the box. Now, before I came up on the pulpit, my son told me, he said, Mama, for the camera's sake, I don't need you to step away from the seed offering. He trying to confine me. He said, you can just go this far to the left and this far to the right. I said he forgot what the name of his church is. It's not Restriction City, it's Radical City. He trying to restrict me in a place that's called Radical. I wish I had somebody up in here said there is no restriction in here. When I think of the goodness of Jesus, I break out. I put up. Come on, look at your neighbor. Said this morning I'm not trying to be restricted. If you didn't come to praise him, you should have never sat next to me. If you didn't come to holler, you should have never sat next to me. If you didn't want me to preach, you should have never invited me. But look at your neighbor and say, I'm getting ready to break out. Oh, I feel God in this place. Somebody holler, this is my breakout season. It's my breakout month. It's my breakout hour. It's your breakout opportunity. Somebody break out. Joseph had a vision. Somebody had a vision. And that's what you need to ask God. You need to ask God to reveal to you a vision. God showed him a vision of greatness. And may I just pause right here to talk to Radical City. I see a vision of greatness over you. Oh, can I tell you that this is just your beginning? Oh, you started from the bottom, but you're on your way to the top. I wish I had some radical citizens up in here who know that there's a vision of greatness. I know the devil have thrown a blow at you and come against you and try to stop you, but ain't no stopping us now. I wish I had somebody in here say, ain't no stopping us now. We on the move. Oh, is there a church in here? Is there a people in here who said we on our way up? God gives him a vision of greatness. And isn't that the kind of God that we serve? That he gives you a vision of greatness. You are moving from good to great. I feel a prophetic word over this house. I prophesied to this house that you've been good for the last 4 years, but your next year is going to move in from good to great. Oh, look at your neighbor and say, I'm moving from good to great. Tell them you ain't seen nothing yet. Prophesy to your own self. Said 25 was good, but 26 is about to be great. Oh, prophesy to yourself and said 25 was good, but 26 is about to be great. Put your foot in 26 like it's already here. The Ravens were good in 25, but I'm praying they're going to be great in 26 because eyes have not seen. Yes! Oh, somebody holla, great, 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 great. God gives Joseph a vision of greatness. He shows them the sheaves of wheat bowing down. He shows them the sun and the moon and the stars bowing down before him. But when Joseph shared those dreams, and this is a word to many of you, be careful who you share your dreams with. Be careful who you share your vision with. Be careful who you share your ideas with. Because in this season, there are snipers. People who will try to stop your dream. And then there are stealers. Hello, somebody. There are snipers and stealers. Joseph shared his dream. And his dreams bothers his brothers. His dreams messed them up. His brothers could not celebrate. Because whenever you come from a place of lack, whenever you think that there is not enough to go around, when God starts blessing somebody, you cannot celebrate them because you think he only got one man. Come on, let me preach up in here. I said, you think he only got one mansion. You think he only got 1 million. But if God can do it for somebody, he can do it for you. Look down your section and let them know you're the pastor of your section. And tell them this this praise is not just for my miracle, it's for your miracle. Look down your section and said, this holler is for your ministry while I'm waiting on mine. Come on, look down your section and said, this shout is for your man while I'm waiting on mine. Come on, this dance is for your wife while I'm waiting on mine. You ought to be able to celebrate your neighbor's blessing. Oh, listen. I told you, my church is completely virtual. That means we are zooming it out. We believe, God, that between now, this time next year, that we will have our own place called Victory for Victory. We've been saving our money and trusting God. And we said we will not go into a building on Sunday unless we can put our name on the marquee. You see, our church is not 5 years old, it's 10 years. We went for 10 years. We were in 4 different locations. And we said this year we won the Big Ten. I said this year we won the Big Ten, and the Big Ten is we won our own building, and so we've been raising the money. Let me make sure I got real worshipers in here. So far we have raised $2 million. Ooh. Oh, come on, where the shout up in here? If you can shout for us, then God can do it for you. I said if you can praise him for us, Radical, what you gonna do when you hit your $1 million mark? What you gonna do when God does it for you? And so while we don't have a building and we don't have a place to gather on Sunday, I told God, until you give me my own pulpit, I'm gonna tear up everybody else's pulpit. I came to tear up this pulpit this morning. Oh, look at your neighbor, say, until he gives me my own, I'm going to shout until God gives it to me. Because God is not looking for those who cannot celebrate other people's blessing, other people's miracle, other people's blessing and breakthrough. They hate it. They hated even more on Joseph. And the Bible said that one day Jacob sent Joseph to check on his brothers in the field of Dothan. And as they saw him coming, Lord have mercy, Radical, they see y'all coming. Okay, y'all missed it. I said they see you coming. They hear footsteps in the distance. Oh my goodness, they see you coming. And as they saw him coming, their jealousy boiled over. They say, here comes the dreamer. They said, and they plotted to kill him. Reuben tried to save him by suggesting that they throw him into a pit instead. But when the caravan of Israelites came passing by, Judah said, let's sell him. And for 20 pieces of silver, they sold Joseph into slavery. The price of a slave. They sold their brother and watched him disappear into the horizon. Can you imagine how Joseph must have felt? His own brother sold him into slavery. He pleaded for mercy, but they will not hear him. The confusion of being betrayed by their own blood. It's one thing to be betrayed by a stranger. It's another thing when it's somebody in the camp. It's somebody who's causing the havoc in the camp. He was betrayed by his own blood. He went from a robe of favor to the rags of slave. He moved from his father's house to a foreign land. And yet the Bible says, I feel like preaching, in Genesis chapter 39 verse number 2, the Lord was with Joseph. Ooh, that's the only thing that's making Radical City unique. It's because the Lord was with. Come on up in here. You've had some hills and you've had some mountains. You've had some ups and you've had some downs. You've had some struggles and some sleepless nights. But not your neighbor say, I'm still trying to figure out how I'm still here. It's because the Lord with Joseph. Would you do me a favor and take Joseph's name out of the text and just go ahead and put your name? The Lord was with Jazzy Jazz. The Lord was with Keisha. The Lord was with Buster. That's why the bullet can kill you. The drug can destroy you. The bankruptcy can wipe you out. Cancer can destroy you, because the Lord was with Joseph. And if the Lord is with you, who can be against you? I'd rather have God with me and everybody against me than to have, I wish I had, than to have everybody with me and God not be for me. Ooh, if the Lord is with you, he'll make your enemy your footstool. If the Lord is with you, he'll make a way out of nowhere. I feel like preaching to somebody. I know the government has shut down, but the Lord is with you. I know they found a lump in your breast, but the Lord is with you. I know you've been through a divorce, but the Lord is with you. And when the dust settles and the smoke clear, if God is with you, you got more than is against you. I feel like preaching right here. Give your neighbor a high five and say, I just got the wind that the Lord is with me. And maybe you're sitting there because you don't know what Lord I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. I'm talking about Jehovah Jireh, who will supply all my needs according to his riches and glory. Somebody holler, the Lord is with us. Oh, say it with authority, the Lord is with us. And so Joseph is in Potiphar's house. Joseph is serving faithfully. Somebody holler faithfully. I haven't even got to that point yet. Hey, you got to take that down. I ain't got there yet. Y'all let me drive the car. Son, help them out. Did you tell them mama was coming? I promise I will lead and y'all follow. Is that a brother in the booth? Okay, that's right. Let me lead you. Let me be on top. Hello, somebody. Thank you, sir. Buster, stay still. Everything, somebody holler, everything. Everything he touched began to prosper. And when the Lord is with you, you can prosper anywhere you are. You can prosper in the pit, you can prosper in the palace, and you can prosper in prison. Okay, let me say that again. I said when the Lord is with you, you can prosper at McDonald's, you can prosper at KFC, you can prosper, you can prosper in the hood. Can I preach up in here? Because the stuff don't make you, you make the stuff. Look at your neighbor and say, it don't matter where they drop me. They can put me in the pit, I'll prosper. They can put me in the palace, I'll prosper. They can put me in prison, I'll prosper. Because the Lord is with me. And just when it seems like things was turning around, another blow came against Joseph. Mrs. Potiphar's wife accused him of trying to violate her, and Joseph, an innocent man, was thrown into prison. So he moved from the pit to the palace to the prison. And yet even in the darkness of that cell, the Bible repeats the same phrase, but the Lord was with Joseph. I gotta put a pen right here, because somebody is not in the palace. You are in the pit. You are in a dark place. You may be in prison. You feel confined and restricted. People will not give you the liberty to be who you were supposed to be. You find yourself between a pit, a palace, and the prison. And yet the Lord was with Joseph. He interpreted dreams. The dreams of Pharaoh's servant, the cupbearer and the baker. He interpreted both of their dreams. You can put me me in prison, but you cannot restrict my dreams. You can shackle me physically, but you can't shackle me in my mind. You can handcuff me and you can take away all of your stimulus package, but still I rise. I wish I had somebody in here. You can do whatever you want. You can pass laws upon laws. You can implement action or whatever you said you're going to do from the White House, but still I rise, because there's something you cannot take from me. AI cannot take it from me, and that is the ability to dream. Oh, I feel God right here. Oh, come on, look at your neighbor. So you fighting over the wrong stuff. You see, listen, Pastor Buster, when I went through a divorce and I was standing before the judge reminded my ex, Mr. Scarlock, that she's entitled to all of this. You got to pay her for all the stuff you damage. She's entitled to 50% of your income and stuff. And before the judge can even say, give it to her, I said, Judge, he can keep all of that. Just let me keep the last name, because I'm about to make his name famous. Ooh, I feel God up in here. I said, he can keep the car. He bought me a Honda. After the divorce, I bought me a BMW. I wish I had somebody up in here. He bought me a 2-bedroom house. After that, I bought me a 3-bedroom house. Ooh, I'm trying to tell somebody, because while he took everything, the one thing he could not take was my creativity. It was my idea. Look at your neighbor. Say, neighbor, let them have the clothes. Let them have the car. Let them have the crib. But you hold on to your character and you hold on to your shout, because weeping may endure for a night, but somebody holler joy right there. Joy is coming in the morning. You better get in it. I love you, man. Evelyn, get him $100, please. Evelyn, just give him $100, just for 10 fingers. I love a black man who's obedient. Come on, y'all, praise God for it. For 2 more years, somebody holler 2 more years. For 2 more years, Joseph sat in prison waiting and wondering and never losing faith. For 2 years, somebody holler 2 years. For 2 years, he sat in prison waiting and wondering and never losing faith. And then the Bible said, then one day, it's just for 10 of y'all. The Lord told me to tell you that one day is today, my God. I said the Lord told me that your one day is today. I said the Lord just told me that day is today. Oh, come on, look at your neighbor and say, that one day is today. Today is my day. This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice. The Bible said, then one day Pharaoh himself troubled. He had a dream, and I don't want you to miss this meat of the text. He had a dream that was troubling. Your gift is going to make room for you and bring you before great men. Oh, the only person in the palace who can interpret dream was Joseph. God allowed Pharaoh to have a dream that he could not interpret. Your skills and your ability is about to put you in rooms that you never thought or imagined. Now, I told the leaders on yesterday, I said, don't judge me when I talk about this, because confession is good for the soul, but it's bad for the reputation. Did I tell y'all I'm from a little island called Laventille, a little island called Trinidad, from a little village called Laventille? And one thing that I used to do that I had a degree in doing, and that is I love to cuss. Don't look at me strange, because I'm preaching in here, but if you see me on the parking lot and you roll up on me, something may roll up my mouth. Now you're safe on today because I don't cuss on Sunday, but don't push me because I'm close to the edge. But if the Ravens don't win at 1, I'm going to be saying a few choice. I wish I had a real church in here. I love to cuss. Evelyn, you know I love to cuss. I mean, I have a master in cussing. I would put a subject and a verb together. I didn't even have to fight you because I can cuss you with my mouth. I love to cuss. And one day my teacher name was Miss Roach. I used to call her Miss Cockroach because she looked like a cockroach. Somebody asked me, how you know? Because I lived in a house with roaches. I would be eating and killing roaches at the same time. You ain't got time to look over the food. You ain't even got time to pray because the roaches are fast. You got to watch and pray. I'm eating and I'm killing roaches at the same time. So I knew what a roach looked like, and she looked like a cockroach. And I called her Miss Cockroach one day in class, and she said, Jasmine, Natasha, Angelica, Nero, Wilshire. She used all my government name. She said, I'm praying that God, that must have been a cusser right there. I feel you. I wish I had somebody who know what I'm talking about. He just told on himself. The rest 20 of y'all should have been up here because you know you still cussing. Hello, somebody. Oh, look at your neighbor and say, please be patient with me. God is not through with me yet. I looked at her and she looked at me and she said, Jasmine, Natasha, Angelica, Nero, Wilshire, I pray that God will get a hold of your mouth. And I responded, I wish he would. Well, y'all see, he did. The mouth that was destructive is the mouth constructive. You didn't come for me to curse you. You came for me to bless you. I'm going to open my big mouth and I'm getting ready to bless you. You're blessed in the city. You're blessed in the field. You're blessed coming. You're blessed lying down. Somebody open your mouth and give God a shout right here. My mouth used to get me in trouble, but now my mouth takes me around the world. I'm on my way to places I can't even afford. I went to Paris earlier last month. I took your pastor with me. I'm going to Kenya next year, and all they want me to do is open my mouth. I'm trying to tell you that your next $1 million is in your mouth. Oh, I feel God right here. I'm trying to tell you that God is giving you skills and ability. You don't have to ask Donald Trump to bail you out. You ain't got to ask the government to give you a stimulus package. The Lord told me to ask you what you got in your house. What kind of skills you got in your house. Rahab had a skill. She knew how to dance on a pole, and she made money sliding down a pole in Vegas. Look at your neighbor and say, I ain't got no pole, but I got something I can do. I can cook a meal. I can start a business. I can do Uber. Is there anybody in here who said my next blessing is in my mouth? Come on, say it like you mean it. Say my next blessing is in. Come on, look at you and say you got skills like that. Come on, say you got skills like that. Come on, just say you got skills. You got skills. And yours may not be your mouth, but you got an idea. You got a dream. You got a thought. You got a vision. You got something. You got something that God can use. And here's how God's going to work it. He's going to let your boss can solve it. Oh, y'all, he's going to let your boss deal with something that only you can solve. Pharaoh had a dream, and the only person who can answer the dream had to be, hello, somebody. It was Joseph. He had a dream of cows and grains and famine and plenty, and none of the people in his cabinet can interpret it. That's when the cupbearer finally remembered Joseph. They called him up from the dungeon, and within few minutes, Joseph was standing before the most powerful man in the world. There's about 3 of you getting ready to step into the most powerful room that you've never stepped in before. Joseph interprets Pharaoh's dream. He said 7 years. Somebody holler 7. I need y'all to write it down. 7 is the number of completion. 7 years of abundance followed by 7 years of famine. He advised, and it's the same advice I believe, Pastor Keisha and Pastor Buster, that God wants us to institute in our own lives, individually and in the church. He said 7 years you will have abundance, and then 7 years there's going to be a recession. But if you're saved when you have the plenty, you ain't gonna have a problem when it becomes scarce. Y'all miss your cue. He said, I want you to stop. Look at you and say, you got to have a savings account. I'm not talking about a cash app account. I'm talking about a savings account. At least 6 months of saving. Look at you and say, it's getting ready to get dark in America. It's getting ready to rain. Come on up in here. Can't you see the clouds gathering? Can't you see the clouds gathering? Hello, somebody. Hear the word of the prophet. Hear the word of the preacher. The Pharaoh told them to store up grain because bad days are coming. Difficult days are coming. Yes, pray. Yes, praise, but have a plan. Okay, y'all miss your cue. What did I say? Yes, pray. Yes, plan. But I have a plan. 40 days, the government is still shut down. There is no end in sight. Yes, I believe in the power of prayer. I believe late in the midnight hour, God gonna turn it around. But if he don't turn around, it ain't gonna bother me because I got a stack somewhere. Okay, are y'all hearing what I'm saying? So this is not the season for spending. It's the season for sowing. Y'all missed it. Oh, come on, come on. It's sowing and saving. Somebody say sowing and saving. Don't you rob God to get Gucci. Don't you rob God this Christmas or Thanksgiving season, because one breakthrough you need, it's not going to come from Macy's, JCPenney, Amazon. It's going to come from heaven. And while the government is shut down, heaven is still open. Oh, I need somebody to holler, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Come on, bring heaven to earth. We don't care what they're doing at the White House. We want to know what's happening in God's house, because the power is not in that house. The power is in this house. If my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves, seek my face, turn from their wicked ways, I will hear from heaven and I will heal the land. Joseph gets a promotion. He's second in command over all Egypt. And overnight, Joseph went from forgotten to favor, from the pit to the palace, from prison to prime minister. I feel like rapping right here. Did y'all catch that? I said he moved from the pit to the palace, from the prison to prime minister. And years later, when the famine struck, the same brothers who tried to wipe out Joseph, it's the same brothers that Joseph provided. Now fast forward, Joseph is a happily married man. Did I tell y'all I'm getting married in my 60s? Ooh. Ooh, I'm in my season of Manasseh. I got 2 more years to fly solo. I got 2 more years to not shave my legs. I got 2 more years. Hello, somebody. Ooh, but 2 years from now, when I step in 60, it's gonna not be finally me, it's finally we. Ooh, I feel God in this place. I'm getting happy already. I'm already excited. I've stepped into a season that I'm no longer in a pit. Ooh, but I'm in a place of power. And the Bible said that Joseph is elevated. He's now a married man. Ooh, and the Bible said he began to produce children. And the first child he produced, he embraced him in his arm. And he does not call him pain. He does not call him problem. He said, oh, this is Manasseh. The Lord has allowed me to forget. Ooh, I feel God right here, he looked back over his years, the years of pain in the pit. He looked back over the years of being in prison. He looked back over the years of being betrayed, and he held the baby in his arm, and he said, God has made me forget. You getting ready to give birth to your Manasseh. You getting ready to rock your Manasseh. Look at your neighbor and say, at the end of this service, I will not remember the pain of my past. I will not focus on what happened to me, because God is going to let me forget. Somebody holler, let me forget. And what Joseph is teaching you and I is something powerful. And that's point number one, black man. Your pain doesn't define you. Come on, read it out loud. Your pain, where y'all at? Lord have mercy. I said point number one. Come on, man, let me be on top. Your pain doesn't define you. Joseph had every reason to sit bitter. His life started with a dream, but it quickly turned into a nightmare. His brothers, the one who was supposed to love him, threw him into a pit, sold him for silver. If anyone had a right to live angry, it was Joseph. But Joseph never let his pain define him. Even in slavery, he served faithfully. Ooh, where y'all at? You're in pain, but you're still a usher. You're pain, but you're still a greeter. You in pain, but you're singing, and people don't think you are in pain because you don't look like what you've been through. Oh, look at you and say, I got to sing, because if I don't sing, I'm gonna be smoking a reefer. If I don't sing, hello somebody, I'm gonna go up somebody's head. I got to serve. I got to bless God, because if I don't bless him, I'll find him wherever he is with the other woman, and I'll take both of them out. Look at your neighbor and say, my praise is my protection. Ooh, I got to bless him. If I don't open my mouth, I'll tear up my house. I will destroy my marriage. I'll take my children out. So excuse me if I'm acting like a crazy woman this morning. Look at them, say, because you don't know the stuff I've been through. You don't know the stuff that they put me through. But this morning, I'm not reflecting on my pain, because I just gave birth to Manasseh. The Lord, I said, the Lord will let me forget. Oh, look at your brothers and sisters and said, the Lord is going to let you forget. That brings me to point number two. God can redeem what others have ruined. Oh, y'all miss your cue to shout right there. I said, God can redeem what others have ruined. I prophesied to 20 of you. He's redeeming your years that the locusts and the cankerworm has stolen. I didn't turn 58 this year. I turned 25. Hello, I said he's redeeming the years. Look at your neighbor and say, I'm going to look younger than ever. I'm going to look stronger than ever. I'm going to be wiser than ever. Yes, Keisha, your mama still wear heels, because I'm redeeming the years. Look at your neighbor and say, he ain't marrying some old woman. I'm going to be young and vibrant, because God can redeem what others have ruined. Is there anybody up in here who said, I'm not ruined, I've been redeemed? Yes, I might have been raped. Yes, I've been divorced. Yes, I've been through some difficult time, but I thank God. If any man be in Christ, he is a new creature. All things are past. Somebody holler, it's passed away. Come on, holler, it's passed away. God can redeem y'all. Hey. How old he is? How old is he? Is he 50? Okay, not too old. Hello, sir. God can redeem. Somebody holler, redeem. I'm just messing with him. Somebody holler, God can redeem what others have ruined, God can use the unqualified and make them qualify. Look at your neighbor and say, I may not be qualified according to man, but God can take the unqualified and he can qualify you. And when God qualifies you, no man can unqualify you. That's why I love Buster. I mean, Buster doesn't fit the average preacher. I mean, Buster don't roll in like the average pastor. I've seen him in places, and I told him yesterday, I said, son, this is not the season of you trying to fit in. They had a picture on the flyer with his hands like the preachers. I said, son, you need to go back in the studio. I need a gangster pose. I don't need no Meek and Mal. I don't need no pussycat. Can I picture? I don't need no, I need a roaring tiger. I need the black man to be who the black man is. I wish I had somebody in here. He'd be walking up in sneakers and they already intimidated. He'd be walking up in hoodies and they already intimidated because he know who he is. And they thought that he was ruined. And they thought that they can ruin this ministry by coming against the finance. But the devil is a liar. God can redeem. I said, God can redeem. I wish anybody in here who said God has the ability to take spoiled milk and put his blood in it and turn it into something better. Joseph tells his brothers, what you meant for evil. I need somebody to get an attitude and say, what you meant for evil. I need 1,000 people to jump up and just turn around. What you meant for evil. What you meant for evil, that's where you come in. What you meant for evil, God will turn it around for your good. Come on, jump up and turn around. Every time I turn around, every time I turn around, he keeps on blessing me. He keeps on opening doors. He keeps on making way. Somebody holler, is working together for my good. I said it's working together. For it's working together for my good. I gotta stay on this point a little bit longer. Where's the clock? Because God can redeem what others has ruined. You have to understand, when I can open my mouth and say I am getting married at the age of 60, it's a real testimony. It's a testimony because for so many years I did not think that I was qualified or even would have the opportunity to fall in love. I was raped at the age of 12. I was considered ruined. When a man raped you, you were considered ruined. I was married for 4 years and then the brother divorced me, and he said it's because she got some things in her past that has affected her, that she cannot experience true intimacy. He was absolutely right. The problem is he jumped ship too soon. God, I feel God right here. I feel God right here. I said he ship too soon. And that's some of you. Oh, that's why you got to always be dressed up when you leave your house, because you may run across them and what you want to let them know. Ooh, you ship too soon. You could have been a millionaire with me. You could have traveled to Paris with me. You could have been Mr. Jazz with me. Hello, somebody. Ooh, but you jump ship too soon. You throw in the towel too soon. You walk too soon. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, this is not the night. It is not the season to quit too soon. Don't you throw in the towel too soon. Don't you walk out of the building too soon. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, God is still working on you. He's refining you. He's shaping you. He's recreating you into something that you have not seen before. So this shout is that he takes a mess and made it a miracle. I said he took a mess and he made it a miracle. Come on, pull your neighbor by the hand and say, I used to be a mess, but he took a mess and he made it a miracle. All the miracle holler up in here. All the miracles scream in here. All the miracle. Shout. Every time I say I'm going to get married, the enemy wants to remind me that you are ruined, that you're damaged good. And I remind him my past is under the blood. Ooh, I wish I had some people up in here. There's about 25 of you that you said you can't love again because of some stuff you've been through. But I hear God saying, I'm redeeming it. I'm going to give you a new heart. Who am I talking to? I'm going to give you a new heart. Come on, open your heart. Where y'all at? You say you'll never trust again. The devil is a liar. You said you'll never love again. The devil is a liar. You said you'll never be with anybody again. The devil is a liar. Ooh, you're getting ready. Your Boaz is looking for you. I said your Boaz is looking for you. I said your Boaz is looking for you. I break it off 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 for you. You will love again. You will live again. And you will laugh again. You will love again. You will live again. And you will laugh again. You will love again. You will live again. And you will laugh again. You will love again. You will live again. You will laugh again. Somebody open your mouth and bless him. Oh, come on, bless him. Oh, come on, bless him. I break it off for you. I break it off for you. I break it off for you. Open your heart. Open your heart. You are not damaged good, real soft. You are not damaged good. 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 I call you into existence. I call you into existence. I call you into your purpose. I call you into your destiny. I call you into your purpose. I said real soft, just so. I call you into your purpose. I call you into your destiny. I will love again. Put your hands on your heart. Put your hands on your heart. I hate to have to tell you, you're going to have to make your way to the altar. Come on, 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 come on. Hekatalama, reketelene, lokotalamamasi, rokolamasi, reketedalamasi. Ooh. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. You're not damaged goods. You're not damaged goods. You're not damaged good. You're not damaged good. You're not damaged good. Come on a little bit closer. You're not damaged good. God can redeem what others have ruined. God is redeeming what the locust, what the cankerworm have stolen.